Welcome to another edition of Northern Heat, and today our special guest is Kim Chamberlain. And Kim, you're with the Chaleur Multicultural Association,
Yes,
right?
I
So I
am.
can get that right.
Yes,
it's the
you did,
association
yeah.
part. So we've talked a couple of times, and interestingly enough, you were with the chamber before,
Mm-hmm.
and in a different role than you are today, because you just became director of the Multicultural Association,
Chaleur Region.
the Chaleur Region.
Yeah.
But how long ago?
Oh
6
my
months?
God, no, actually it's going to be 6 months
Okay.
on September 9th. I started a week before COVID-19.
Lovely.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, and that has changed the world, and that's kind of a little bit about what we're talking about today.
Mm-hmm.
So last week I had Erica Lynn Scott, who's a realtor in town, that came and talked to us, and we had the interview, and we talked mostly about her being a young professional wanting to stay in Bathurst. So it was that, what are the things that attracted you to want to stay here? And then we kind of rolled that into talking about real estate and the people that she meets that are from outside, and what kind of a sales pitch she gives them to come here. Okay, you're dealing with people from outside our country.
Yes.
Erica Lynn was more dealing with the people inside our country, interprovincial if I want to, and maybe from the U.S., I'm not sure. But you're dealing with internationals.
Yes.
People coming from Europe, coming from Africa, coming from South America, all over the place. So what is it that attracts them to our region?
Well, I've actually had the opportunity to travel quite a bit with the Chamber of Commerce when I was doing the business immigration part. And I also went and supported with the employers. And in all my travels that I have done and the people that I've spoken with, a lot of them want a better quality of life for their family, for their children. Depending which country they are, a safer quality of
Yes.
life.
Yeah, correct.
We've been doing the same thing at our end as well. Almost once a week this summer, we've been interviewing a family from a different country. And last night I had Irene from Brazil. And this is what she was saying. It's for her, it was the safety and being able to walk across the street and being able to go to work every day and not worry about, what's going to happen before I get there. So she moved here. Now she's been with us 12 years. She absolutely loves the area, and she plans on retiring here. So now a lot more people, and we do have quite a few people coming to New Brunswick as a region, a bit everywhere. But here in the Chaleur region, we have 52 different types of nationalities living among us right now.
That's incredible.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
Unreal, eh?
Yeah.
And a lot of them are coming for work as well. It's a good way through the Atlantic Pilot Program or through the Express Entry to come in. And some of them are coming in as entrepreneurs as well. Becoming an entrepreneur is a lot easier. They still have to invest, right?
Yes.
No money is given to them. They have to come and invest. But it's a lot easier to be an entrepreneur here than it can be in Europe, and a lot cheaper.
Yeah. Plus, there's
You've
a bunch of other
traveled.
things.
You've
Yeah.
traveled to Europe a lot,
Yeah,
and you know how it
exactly.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other interesting thing too, and this is one of the other questions that I had for Erica Lynn, and a trend that we're starting to see now, is that with COVID,
Yes.
one of the things that I don't know, it's been out on the news or whatever, but I hear a lot about it, is that the Atlantic bubble is one of the safest bubbles in North America.
Yes.
And so some of the trends that are happening on real estate right now is because people feel that it's a lot safer here. Not just safe because of guns and war and everything else that can happen and violence, but safe because health-wise it's a safe area to come in. Are you noticing any of that? Are people questioning that now with people from other countries?
No, the people that are coming now was pre-planned.
Okay.
It's not all of a sudden COVID hit and they're able to come. Actually, some of them can't leave their countries. There's no flight. You can't come in that easily. So the families, like for us, ever since COVID started, we've had about 4 or 5 families. But these were families that were...
The process started a while back.
It started a year and a half ago or
Okay.
2 years ago. So we knew we were coming. And actually, we have, I'd say, a half a dozen families that are not here right now because of COVID.
Okay.
So
Okay.
no flights, everything got pushed back. So they're not here. Now if all goes well, we have a family coming in September and another one in October. But if all goes well. But the families that are landing here, we do the whole isolation from the beginning, the moment they get to the airport, and we take care of doing their groceries. They pay for it, but we do all the running for them and make sure that we follow the protocols. But yeah, there's not more families coming internationally because of the COVID-19.
Okay.
It's
But
actually a
that's-
bit more difficult. It's slower now.
Okay. So hopefully a lot of that stuff kind of irons itself out as we go further and we
Yes.
find a vaccine and so on and so
Yes.
forth, so we can allow people to come in, because the points that you brought up about our area, and what people find it attractive about is excellent.
Well, everybody we've interviewed so far that we've been doing our own, we're trying to educate the community on the stories. And every one of them, one of the first thing they said is how welcoming and how nice the people are at the Chaleur region.
Well, we are.
I know we are. I know that, and I know I am.
Yeah.
But when you hear it
Yeah.
from them,
No, it's a different thing.
it's a
altogether.
different thing. And then
Yeah.
you've got that pride. You're sitting there going, "Yep, that's who we are." So it's been really good. Even the families that are coming in now, and the families that have been here, the ones that are still looking to become entrepreneurs, or the ones that are here for work. The employers are good, the people are good, and it's the quality of life for their children. The safety that their kids
Yeah.
can play in the backyard.
And that goes for anybody, Kim.
I know.
Whether they come from Canada or
Yeah.
any other place in the United States or any place else, the quality of life here for the children is like, where else can you send your kids out on the street to play and not have to worry about them?
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
So, those are big things for us.
Yeah.
Sometimes we take it for granted, and I don't think we should.
No, and what I found, which has been great for the international people that are living among us now, they are so respectful of the bubble and the masks and everybody we meet here, because we have our masks, we have our disinfectants, but we don't even have to give them a mask because they already have them when they come in at the door. So they are following suit. And then when we're interviewing them, they're saying, yes, you can come to Canada with your cultures and your ways, but you have to respect the Canadian culture, and you have to respect their rules and their regulations. And, sometimes I open the door and I don't have my mask, and I go, oh, hold on, and I go wear my mask.
Yeah.
And they're waiting for us at the door with their mask on. So
Yeah.
it's been wonderful.
Well, it's great to hear. It's great to hear that you're interviewing people now, and you're trying to do that, and you post.
I
that
learned
on
it from
Facebook.
you.
Oh, well, there we go. But that's the
Yeah.
whole point, right?
Yeah.
So it gives. It's different avenues.
Yeah.
We use the social media that's out there to promote and get the stuff out there,
Yeah.
and to let people know who we are. And I think it's great. It's enriching for us too, and I'm sure you've had more opportunities to get to learn more cultures because of the people that you work with. But there's other things that you learn from that, and there's other things that you get to enjoy.
And one thing I found that I've over the years with my past job and what I'm doing now is that they come with an open mind or a new way of looking at things that you go, oh, I never thought of that,
Yeah.
And I find it brings this rich culture to our region, and they are so appreciative to be here. And we take for granted, like the beach. I love the beach. I love the Yoho Beach. But when you speak to them of what do you enjoy doing, what's your pastime,
There's a beach.
we have a beach.
Yeah.
There's the beach, and there's the trails and the river, and
Yeah.
some of them did river tubing for the first time. It was like, what is this?
Yeah.
And it's true. I mean, I go river tubing every year.
Yeah.
But when you get to have people from Morocco that come here and get to live that experience, and we do have a lot of international students that are coming, and they're still going to come again this year. I know in the past, I've had a couple of calls, people saying, why are there so many people walking down the streets, And I'm like, well, these are all international students.
Yeah.
They're coming to study here.
Yeah.
And I think it's beautiful to, see that many people. But then when you have people
absolutely.
from Casablanca come here, they think we're a ghost town, because when I went to Casablanca, there's like hundreds of people everywhere down the street, which
Yeah.
was a culture shock for me.
Yeah.
I literally had to go back in the hotel room and go, what's going on here? I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like walking down Montreal.
No.
It's completely different.
Yeah. No,
So,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely.
But they adjust well.
Yeah, well, listen, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Again, for sharing this. Thank you very much for also having your own interviews and getting the message out there. I think
Yes.
that's great. And thank you to the listeners for sharing and liking and viewing what we have. And again, thank you for being different. Thank you for doing things in a different way
Yes.
and for putting the heat in Northern Heat.
Thank you. Thank
All
you for
right.
having me.
You're welcome.